It's Monday, baby. Big moon day, Monday. Fresh off a full moon. I don't even know what full moon it was in. I've kind of taken a step back from astrology, you know what I'm saying? I don't really need to, at least right now in this point of time, I don't really need to rely on, astrological structures. And, the moon is in Cancer, so don't do this. We're in a retrograde, so don't do this. Like, everybody's doing everything, you feel me? So, it's Monday, and it's just your boy, Forever. Just here to kind of give you that little reminder, you feel me? It's time to lock in. It's time to lock in. It's time to really go for it and put everything on the table. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you have played poker or done any type of gambling, but it's time to go all in. And I appreciate all the love on the video yesterday, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to send you a message that was fresh off of 18, which I got an 18-mile video that I got to upload. But I just wanted to chop it up with you guys today and just kind of share some of the things that I really have on my plate this week. And just went on, I run every day. And I even thought about restarting my run every day counter so I can run every day with you guys. If you guys wanted to do something like that, let me know in the comments. If you guys want to run every day with me. But so I just ran a mile. Yesterday we hit 18, so today was a rest day. But on the rest days, like I just keep repeating, I ran a mile. And I don't have too much time. I got a tax call, man. I almost didn't pay my taxes this year just because I was like, man, everybody talking about not paying taxes, but intuition was like, go ahead and just pay them. You feel me? Pay them. You got the money, you got the funds, go ahead and just pay to play. So just knocked out the mile, and now I'm about to go on a little walk. This walk's probably anywhere around maybe 3 to 4 miles long. I got some reading with me, and that's how I'm really starting my day. It's almost 10 o'clock. I just did some finance earlier today when I started the day, and just kind of was connecting, man, just really connecting to my higher self, to divine, to the spirit, just to really see what my route was today and this week. But anyway, getting to what I'm really locked in on right now, man. First and foremost, I'm locked in right here. You feel me? I'm locked into content creation. I'll say YouTube most of the time, because this is where my heart has always been as far as a career, and just really in the sense of just engaging and sharing my journey and just living, my best life. And I don't mean my best life with going out and turning up. I just mean going out and tuning up. You feel me? Vibrational wise, because I like to connect. I like to really. I don't like to do this intentionally. This is all unintentional. I like to connect. I like to raise the frequency. You know what I'm saying? I like to get to that higher energetic bag, if you know what I'm saying. 333 as I look at the clock. Okay, we in alignment. Got it. Still messing with the numerology though. So, first and foremost, like I just said, content creation, connecting with you guys. If you haven't already, like this video. Drop me a comment. Let me know how you doing, how you feeling. So that's number one on the plate. So don't get surprised if you see a video a day, 2 videos a day, shoot, maybe even 3 videos a day. Don't get surprised. Like I said at the beginning, we going all in. Here are all my chips. I'm going all in. Because I don't feel connected to this for no reason. You feel me? You guys know, a lot of y'all been rocking with me since 2016, and we've had some momentum, and we dropped the ball. Every time I dropped the ball or took a break or whatever the case may be, I've always felt just this sense of connection, this sense of calling to come back. So it's not like I'm just doing this because I see other people doing it and I want to be like them. That's not where this is coming from at all. So, boom. That's number one. Number two, and number one kind of encompasses number 2 and 3 maybe we might get to a foe, okay? So going up a hill, all right? So number 2, gotta get the body right. Gotta get the body right. And I really wanna say, which I don't know if this is true, but just trying to be honest, 100% of myself, this is not for looks, or although it's kind of dealing with looks, but this is not about looks. This is not about like trying to be ripped and cut because I want to be appealing to the outside. This is about how I feel, you feel me? This is about how I feel, and I know that for some people, that's not one of the pillars. That's not a foundational requirement. But for myself, that's always been a foundational requirement. And although I've had much success in regards to, I've been a personal trainer. You guys know I like to run, powerlifting. I haven't, I'll say it this way. Now, really looking to lock that in eternally. And that's just like something that's just every day, every second. You feel me? Instead of getting in my own way and doing such things like that. And there's a lot of leeway. You know what I'm saying? You can't just fall out of shape out of nowhere. It takes some time to get out of shape, just like it takes some time to get into shape. So the second thing, aside from the content creation, what I'm really locking into is the body. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes. So the last 4 or 5 weeks, I've been doing okay. I've been doing decent. Monday through Friday, really locking in regards to what I'm eating, being kind of tunnel vision on certain food items that I know are gonna promote that. Saturday, Sunday, which has just recently changed now to Sunday only. Saturday, Sunday, I free up a little bit. I become human. I become normal, and I eat whatever I want to eat. But now we're just moving that to Sunday. And that's what we did last week, okay? So boom. Just to kind of share what I'm about to do for that. You know, the last couple of weeks, shout out to Costco. I've been getting Costco rotisseries. And those have been really working for me. And that's really, you know, there's this big argument about meat. And I have been plant-based in my past for 14-ish months, maybe 14 though. Went straight plant-based. I've always kind of still felt called to that, especially on the weekdays. So boom, we're going plant-based, at least Monday through Friday. Yeah, I want to honor that. We're going plant-based Monday through Saturday. We're going plant-based. So no dairy, you feel me? No eggs, no meat. On top of that, we're gonna eat natural, right? So right now, what I'm thinking about doing, at least today, or at least this week, is I'm just gonna eat rice and beans. I'm really methodical. I don't know if methodical is the word. Rewind that. I'm really, on Monday through Saturday, I'm really easy going. Like I like the same thing every day. So rice and beans is gonna be my main dish. I'm gonna eat around 2,000 calories. Some days I might go down to 16. You feel me? Some days I might be at 24. Okay? Because if I'm at 2,400 calories, especially with clean food, I'm dropping weight. Okay? And just speaking of weight, right now, I weigh a little bit more because I ate a good amount yesterday. I'm not even gonna get into that, but I ate a good amount yesterday, around 18. So I was like, all right, let's tear it up. Today I weighed 216, but I think I probably weigh anywhere around 214 maybe-ish. And this is part one. I got that call. Okay, back at it. That was a 1 hour call with my tax expert. Literally just got off the phone with him 30 seconds ago. So we left off at my weight, and I was just saying that my weight right now is about it's 216 today. It was 216.2, 217. So I think tomorrow, because I had I guess you can call it a refeed yesterday. I think tomorrow it'll probably be anywhere between 214, 215-ish, I think. So from there, we're gonna be dropping a lot. We're gonna be dropping at least 25 Ps, okay? Really 30, I think I'm comfortable with 30 Ps, 30 pounds, LBS, but anywhere in between 25 to 30 pounds is gonna be good. I just wanna be how I wanna be, you know, a little bit, definitely a lot leaner. I say around 10% body fat, if not less, just because I'm not gonna lie to you, you know, when you're running, like when I was running a lot in 2023, my body weight was averaged around 190, and my lowest weigh-in was about 187. Look at this. I don't know if you're able to see that crane right there. I love my cranes, man. You know, when they're flying, that means that, you know, you're up there, your energy's high. So we're gonna go with that today on the start of a new week, or a new strong, however you wanna view it. So yeah, running with the extra weight, man, is, don't get me wrong, for being back in the game, only 6 weeks I've been back in the game, right? On top of that, I was like really 218-ish, and I hadn't ran in about 15 months. So to be back in the game, I'm already up at 18 miles, is great. But one thing I really wanna just say out loud to make sure I'm with it, to make sure I'm on it, is that I'm really in it for the journey, you know? I'm not too worried about speeds and how far I'm going. Although I like to travel, you feel me? I like the exploration, but I don't want to get caught up in that, because one, it takes the fun out of the whole journey, and two, I feel like I underperform when I'm over exaggerating, for lack of better terms, what I need to do, and I got to do it now, and I got to get this far, you know. And I mentioned this in a couple videos back, so yeah, so just to kind of recap, number one, what I say, we're talking about content creation, you feel me? Number two, we're talking about the body, okay? And as far as number three goes, man, you know, like, I don't know, you know, not a lot of you know this, but I know some of you do. I run a small carpet cleaning business. I shouldn't even say small. I don't know why I said small. I run a carpet cleaning business, and let's just dive into that, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys, man. It's been great. I've been running this thing since 2020 May. So right when the pandemic popped in, I started running this thing. And no advertising. I did do a little bit of no paid advertising at all, right? I had a Facebook where I was posting stuff and engaging and getting clientele for the first year and a half. And then they changed the regulations on all of the Facebook and really made it hard for small businesses to actually promote themselves. And it's like I was promoting myself one time a week every Sunday. So I had a whole plan, you know, moms, or because usually the women that are calling you to get their carpet cleaned, you know, for the most part. So, you know, everyone's winding down Sunday, trying to get ready for Monday in the week. So I had a real good flow going with that, and they twisted it all. So fast forward to 2021 to 2023, I was up to about 7 accounts. And when I mean accounts, I had business accounts. And there was one maintenance manager at one of my accounts where we had a real close connection, and he gave me a lot of work. And shout out to you, Bob. I know you're not watching this, but I really appreciate you. You know, just really was locked in with me. You know, he'd give me rooms and things to clean that didn't even need to really be cleaned. some of them did. Technically, they need to be cleaned, but they were looking good. He could have cleaned them himself, and he ended up hiring me. So, and then fast forward to last year, 2024, I've gotten some really good jobs. I've gotten some tile jobs. I've gotten some steam cleaning jobs. You know, I just run this business by myself. So, and to keep it 100%, you know, last year, 2024 was the slowest year. And it's interesting because I can kind of really understand why, which is because I was doing a lot of the jobs in 2024. I'm always appreciative, but I was kind of like realizing like, okay, I don't want to be doing this anymore. Like I want to go for what I want to go for. And kind of like knowing maybe 50 to 70%, like, yeah, like content creation is what I want to go for. Actually, like 100%. Content creation is what I want to go for. And I just never really made the move, especially when I lived on my own the last 3 years. I never really dove into it how I should have. And I'm not going to lie, living on my own those last 3 years, a lot of shadow work. Who I am now versus who I was a year ago, totally different in regards to my actions and who I am. I'm more close to who I've always been, and especially like my childlike self, like, you know, people growing up in high school and sometimes even in middle school, but high school mostly, people are partying, people are drinking alcohol, kids, they're smoking and doing all these different kind of drugs, and I was like, nah, I'm not hanging out with these guys. And then as I got older, you know, college scene, I wasn't playing basketball anymore. I wasn't doing anything crazy by any means, but definitely, you know, I was John Deering. Other people call it gardening. And I was definitely drinking. So now that I don't do either of those things and have no intentions or don't even feel pulled to do any of those things. I was even saying this to myself yesterday. It's like, now I feel like I'm free, like I'm finally free. Is that a quadruple 4? That might have been a quadruple 4 on the license plate. But I'm finally free, you feel me? And there's also been a little lower energy in regards to like looking back and like, damn, that I've kind of already dealt with. Like I've already dealt with this energy. I've already forgiven myself, but like, damn, I feel like I missed out, and kind of not even really directly, but indirectly saying to myself like, man, I really wasted my 20s and blah, 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 blah. Although, you know, I did really good for myself. I did pretty good, man. Went from personal training, ran my own little side. It was, I guess you can call it a side personal training gig. And I did that for 2 years. But the 2 years before that, I was personal training at a box gym, doing really good. Then they changed up everything. You know, all the roads have led back to me just being here. So, although I still carpet clean, I still run that business. I just paid my LLC tax from California. I'm going to be spending all of my energy here and really connecting and growing this channel and doing what we've always set foot out to do. Yeah, I said that right. So, I have, you know, it's funny because I have actually looked into getting a regular 9 to 5, and it's just crazy because I can just feel within me, like, there's days where I'm like, yeah, it's a good idea, and then there's other days where it's like, man, this is gonna hit, this is gonna work. Like, you're doing everything you need to do. Like, just keep moving forward, keep going, keep tilling the soil, and you're gonna be there. And I think I'm gonna make a separate video from this because, you know, I had kind of like you can say an epiphany, but I've already seen this and known this. But you know, I've talked about bamboo and how bamboo grows and how you plant bamboo, and for 5 years it doesn't grow more than like, that's my mom. You go for 5 years, it doesn't grow more than like, it doesn't barely grow. I don't even think it sprouts in 5 years. And then after 5 years, the bamboo will start to grow, and within 5 weeks after that 5 years, it'll grow like 90 feet. So, I say that and I share that because, going back to what I said, like, I should get a job and I should do this. Like, financially, I'm good right now. Financially, I'm good. And, that when that phone rings, I make good money when it comes to carpet cleaning. But, as I just said, I'm like, man, I might be looking for a job and going back to the 9 to 5. And then there's always that voice that tells me, like, dude, you're one video away from blowing up. You're one day, or you're right there. You can blow up at any second. It can even be the last couple videos you posted. All of a sudden, they start to blow up. So I always think about that, and it's like, what if I put all of my energy into this, like I put into running, or like I put into training, or like I put into nutrition, especially, when you kind of get a good grip and a sense of who you truly are. And it's like, man, no, I not necessarily I'm worthy of this, although that is the truth, but like, this is where I belong, like engaging with people and uplifting them. I'll never forget when I was personal training. There's so many things I want to say. When I was personal training, I'll never forget, I was training, and I really kind of figured out my way of training. I liked powerlifting, so I was able to kind of give that. I like nutrition, so I was able to provide in that sense. Not a nutritionist, but definitely have done research and experiments. And there was this one distinct time, and then I did it again other times, but I was training these clients. I think it was on a Saturday, and there were these kids, and they didn't have any athletic background. They didn't like working out. And I remember I was able to really get them to go, and I was really able to help them find their, I was gonna say inspire them, but help them find their inspiration within themselves. So I was looking up, and there was a skybox or a skylight, which basically is just in the roof. They cut out the roof and they put, some glass or some type of clear plastic over it so you get natural lighting. And I'll never forget, I was looking up, I was like, I know I like training, I know I like personal training, but I feel like there's something else I need to be doing. There's something else that I need to be doing other than just helping people exercise. Because there's something deeper going on here, is really what I started to kind of feel. And ultimately what I truly believe that is just just vibing out with people. You know what I mean? And just really opening up my heart, which is open, you know what I'm saying? And just really connecting with people. Because I also said to us, like, man, I feel like I want to do this on a greater scale, and I want to really connect with people and inspire them on a greater scale. Because going back to what I said, these kids, they didn't like working out. They didn't want to work out, but we were able to find a way to really make it fun. And really, their mom was telling me how much they would talk about, how they were excited to go. And that's why it's like, this is it. And now that I've gotten these matrix weights and distractions off of me and out of my way. Oh crap, I gotta turn my freaking watch on. Son of a crap. Now that I've gotten these things out of my way, I really feel like I'm in that mode now. I'm really in that space, in that energy to really give that out, to really flow with all you guys. And the last thing I want to say is that you can have all the odds stacked against you. You can be covered in outside circumstances that you've convinced yourself are holding you down or weighing you down or blocking you. But you know, what I find interesting is that nature, if you really look at it with that first eye, nature's got a really good way of showing you and inspiring you when it comes to situations like these. And here's an example. Earlier, when I wanted to make this video, I was gonna use something else like a dandelion, but this will do right here. When you look right here, you see how this plant, you see how this plant is building up. You can call it a weed, weeds or plants, whatever you wanna say. Dandelions, whatever. They used to call those weeds, and now there's dandelion tea. But you see this here. Mind you, when they were preparing this area, they leveled everything out. They tilled the soil. They probably put some type of product on the ground to prevent anything from coming up. They probably put some type of thin cover down, and then they put down the foundation, which is asphalt, cement, brick, right? And yet there are still natural spirit is still able to break through, just like this. Nature pushing this up is able to break through and grow through the worst odds imaginable. You get what I'm saying? So I know you've walked outside, but I know you've been outside before. No way, this is locked. I might not be able to get into the crib. I know, hold on, whoa. I know you've been out in nature and seen that dandelion grow through the asphalt or grow through the cement. And I just really always see that as nothing can hold you back. There's another thing, right? Boom. That's coming through, right? This weed is coming through right here. Those are coming through over here. Wow, I'm really locked out. That's great. Thanks, Mom. So yeah, I've really always seen that as like, hold on, I'm tripping now, hold on. I know I can get in one way, but holy smokes. So basically all I'm saying is that, like, even when nature is like taken out, almost as it looks like fully taken out and just upheaved, it's still there, spirit is still there, and it's able to break through. A plant, a little harmless plant is able to break through the freaking cement. So, you know, kind of connecting that to any of you guys or your situations, nothing can stop you. Nothing literally in this realm that's man-made, especially these thought forms and these frames of mind that aren't really conducive to you and connect with you, none of that can stop you. You're able to break through, or you're able to ascend through anything that so-called is weighing you down, or in other words, is so-called challenging you. And, you know, running is a challenge for me. I'm just speaking for myself. Running is challenging, exercise is challenging, nutrition is challenging, but at the same time, there are opportunities for growth, not just growth, but growth to become something better. And the biggest challenge really is just within you and how you perceive everything that's outside of you or what you're going through. So anyways, that's kind of just what I wanted to share just on Monday, just sharing with you guys a little bit of my journey and what's going on, and just, you know, really just kind of giving you the 411 on just what your boy's doing. And, you know, with the, for lack of better words, with the hope of, you know, inspiring somebody out there, you know, whether it's one or whether it's 100. That's what we're going to keep it on this channel. You feel me? 100. So anyway, now just made it back to the crib. I think I'm going to have to do what I don't really want to do, but I'm going to have to climb up to the balcony. Man, she locked me out, man. She locked me out. Front door is locked. So anyways, guys, I apologize. This video was a little all over the place. But if you're still here, I appreciate you. Make sure you like this up. Make sure you comment something down. And until next time, I'm going to see y'all, man. I'm going to see y'all real soon. Love and light to all, and to all love and light forever. Out. Peace.